How's it going, YouTube? Broke Boy Tactical here, and I hope that everybody is having a great day. So, I'm here to talk about a budget gun. I'm here to talk about a single stack, 9mm. Why? It's 2024. You have a Shield Plus, Broke Boy Tactical. Why are you talking about this? Why do you even own this? Do you carry that thing? Sometimes. I do. I do carry my little single stack 9mm right here. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I want to sell you on it first. Here's the thing. If this was any other gun, it would not be justifiable. The only reason why this gun is a justifiable option to anybody is because of its price. Okay? This is 100% a recommendable, reliable firearm. Not just for the money. It's a good gun. Okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. It's the Ruger EC9S. Bear with me here. I'm not a just as good guy. This gun has merit. It really does, even in 2024. Check out my channel. You don't have to watch the videos, just look at the proof, look at the videos. I have a Colt King Cobra 2-inch, well, I had one, I traded it, for a 6-hour P229 SAS custom shop. I have a very nice Henry 4570 Government. I have quite a few firearms that are really quite nice, okay? I have featured quite a few Glocks on here, the Glock 43X, just to name one. I have a couple of Smith & Wesson revolvers. You know, I have some nicer firearms. I really like this gun. I carried this gun, and sometimes I do find myself carrying this gun. Now, it's in a very niche role, okay? But I'm not going to go into that right now. Mainly, I carry my Shield Plus or my LCP 22LR. That's what I carry. But you can readily find this guy right here for about $200 to $250 new. And I'm going to show you guys that, yes, we are clear. Nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the mag well. Okay, dummy mag for this demo. Here's the thing, that's new. Most people bought these all up. They still make them, but I don't see too many new ones of these. I do see a fuckload, sorry for the language, but a fuckload of used ones of these. Fuckload of used ones. This one, in fact, I bought used. But this was a while back. I bought mine for $150. $150. And you may be saying, I will never trust a $150 gun. I would normally be with you if it wasn't not a Ruger LC9S in disguise. That's all this gun is. That's all this gun is. Now, in today's used market, I will say you're probably going to spend closer to that $200 mark. So you might as well just get a new one. But if you can find one for $150 to $175, which is entirely possible on like Arms List, Gun Broker, Texas Gun Trader, or whatever your local forum is, you can find these for that price. And guys, this is not just a gun that works. This is a really good gun. We do have a dummy magazine in here. We are clear. Listen to this action. That's really smooth. And not only is it smooth, but it's appropriate. It's not light, but it's also not heavy. I don't see even elderly people really having a problem with this firearm. And for how small it is, that's kind of impressive. It really is. But the spring doesn't feel cheap either. It's not like an EZ or anything like that. It just has really good bite on the slide. These serrations right here, while spread apart, are actually quite nice. You do get a really good purchase on this firearm. No, you don't have any front serrations. That's not what this gun is. It's not going to be for your, your tactical press checks or anything like that. It's just a defensive firearm. It's meant to be pulled out of its holster, and it's meant to go bang within 3 yards and in. That's it. Probably 3 yards and in. Probably just the same distance as your LCP. So, this is really where it shines. It has a really good trigger. This is an LC9S in disguise. The only thing that's different about this gun is the finish and the fact that the sights are built into the slide. You can't adjust them. That's it. Alright? You got an oxide finish instead of bluing, and you have fixed sights. That's it. Other than that, it is a freaking LC9S with an LC9S trigger. It's ridiculously good. It's about 4.5 pounds. It's got quite a long pull. It's got quite a long reset, actually a full reset. But when I mean no grit, I mean no grit. No grit. Did I say no grit? Because I meant no grit. That's actually quite a rare thing. My Colt King Cobra had grit. I've had a lot of guns that had grit. My Smith & Wesson 637 had a little bit of grit. This has no grit. And that honestly blows me away. That's a really good trigger. Yeah, it's long, but it is so smooth. So smooth and so light that I don't recommend you put it in your pocket. I know a lot of people are like, it's one of the best pocket 9mm ever. No. No. Not only does it have a light trigger, but it has an external safety, so it's okay. That's another reason why you don't want to stick it in your pocket. There's just too many things that can go wrong when you're reaching somewhere that you can't really see and that you don't have full control of. It's a tight space. No. And the sights are not completely snag-free, and it's just a little too freaking big. It's not the biggest. It's a pocketable 9mm. If you had to do it, just be safe. If you had to do it, you could. But it's not a pocket pistol. That's all I'm saying, okay? But I will say, this is a really, really good 9mm. Absolutely. That is... And here's another thing. When there's a gun, when there's a safety on your firearm, it needs to be reachable. Meaning that you shouldn't have to alter your grip to reach it. And it should also be easy to ride when you're shooting. You want to ride the safety. You don't want to accidentally engage this with recoil, because then you'll have a dead trigger. What you really want is to ride that safety. And this is a really nice gun for that. It really is. It does have a magazine disconnect. It's one of the things that sucks about it. Okay? So, I don't think you're going to drop the magazine. You're not really near it anyways. I just don't see it happening, but I know lots of people love to shit on budget guns and say, you're going to drop that magazine. No. It'll be alright, but it's something to be aware of. I don't like magazine disconnect safeties. It's one of the big drawbacks. It's one of the reasons why people lean towards Taurus. I don't recommend you go with a Taurus. Look, I'm going to say this. They're a fine build quality, about as good as Ruger. They really are. They're on the same echelon of build quality. However, the quality control on Ruger is much better, and Ruger picks up the phone. And Ruger will service your pistol, not just replace it with another possible lemon. Okay, that is what Taurus does. They do not fix problems. They trash problems, recycle them, and throw you a new one, and roll the dice and hope for the best that they just didn't send you another lemon. Ruger will actually fix your firearm, and they will get it back to you in a timely manner. And I also find that it's just less of a hassle dealing with them. They email you back. They pick up your phone calls. They're very nice to deal with. They don't oversell their products. They don't. They'll flat out tell you, yeah, it's a budget gun, things happen, all your pins are walking out on you. Sure, we'll fix it. It's happened to me. It happened to my EC9S. I sent that thing off to Ruger after like 4,000 rounds in 5 years. I had that thing forever. I relied on that thing as a carry gun forever, which is why I bought this. It was, well, and also it was cheap. I didn't need it. It's been sitting in the safe forever. I have carried it quite a few times, but I usually carry my Shield Plus. But if you're on a super tight budget, do not overlook this gem, because this will leave you so much more money for ammo, holsters, spare magazines, training, range time, food, just having money in your pocket. Can you trust this gun? Oh yeah, I endorse it. I endorse this highly. The EC9S was a $450 gun. This is a $400 gun in disguise. Will you have to oil the slide in the barrel? Yes, it's carbon, and the oxide sucks. This finish sucks. It really does. But if you take care of it, it'll take care of you. And it definitely will be a good, like, what's the word here? Like a good intermediate pistol. Like, if you want to save up for something bigger in the future, you can trade this in for $100, $150 towards your new pistol. And it will be a definitely worthy investment in the meantime. And I do think it'll save your bacon. I really do. I would trust this firearm. If somebody was like, hey, we're going to the movies and I forgot my gun and they loaned me this, I would be very thankful. If that's a good metaphor, excuse me, a good analogy there, if that's a good example. You know, I would not feel underarmed with this 8 rounds of 9mm and a backup magazine with proper ammo in it, like critical defense. Yeah, I think you're in a very, very good position. What do you guys think? I think this gun still has a lot of merit. I know it has some goofy safeties. I know that it has a weird trigger for a striker-fired gun. But it makes up for being weird by being one of the best triggers one of the smoothest triggers I've ever shot on a carry gun. It's kind of light. Again, not really recommending you put it in your pocket. I know a lot of people want to put this thing in their pocket. No, I wouldn't. But you do you. I'm not calling you stupid or insulting you or saying anything rude, so don't attack me in the comments, or do. I don't fucking care. But I just don't recommend it, and I'm not going to say I recommend you put this in your pocket on my channel, but it is a really good do-it-all gun. It really is. This will save your bacon in pretty much 99.9% of scenarios that an average civilian would find themselves in. And I think that even with the micros, for the price, still very relevant. What do you guys think? Ruger EC9S. See you next time.